Hello everyone, it's time for another tutorial to show some more of the Newham Public Library's great digital resources. We've had some updates since our last video, and so today we're going to be taking a look at the library's catalog. When we got our new system Evergreen, our catalog changed to what is called Aspen. I have here the library's homepage, which can be found at newhamlibrary.org. And from the home page, if you take a look at the menus up top, under How Do I, you can see Library Catalog. Click on that and it'll take you straight to the catalog. You can also, if you scroll down just a little bit, our quick action buttons. Library Catalog is right there. So I'm going to click on that and it will open in a new tab. This is the home page of the library's catalog. There's a search bar, and you can adjust what you're searching for. You can also search specifically for ebooks. And there are links at the top of the catalog page, one that takes you back to the library's website, one that takes you to our ebooks collection through Libby, one that takes you to our Mango Languages application that you can access over 70 different language classes for free with your library card. One that takes you to MintLink, which is the interlibrary loan request service for requesting materials from outside of the Traverse to Sioux Library Cooperative. And also a link to the collegiate research section of the Minitex website. Minitex is the state of Minnesota's library services organization. But here on the home page of the library catalog, you can see there's a button to sign in, and we'll do that in just a little bit. But there's also 3 bars here. If I click on that, you can go back to the library's homepage. If you're signed in, you can go to your account. And we're still working on other language options, but if once we get that functionality, then you'll be able to change that right there. We've got some quick pick buttons right here. So if you're looking for new fiction titles or new nonfiction titles, things that are popular, meaning a lot of other people are checking them out, or things that are popular across the library's district, you can check them there. Then we also have a splash page showing the book covers of different books that are new and popular. In this case, it's a new fiction collection. And you can see that some of the books have colored stars beneath them, and that is a rating from other patrons. So you might look for things that have a high rating, or look for something on your own without thinking about other people's opinions. Read whatever you like. But you can change the appearance here. So right now I have it on covers right here, and that's what that looks like. If I switch it to grid, then you'll see it will show the covers again smaller and text for the title and the author. And you can see those there, and so that expands a little bit more. Okay, now that we've taken a look at the home page here, let's take a look at our search function. So just to keep it broad, I'll search for mystery. Now you may have noticed as I started typing, it began making suggestions. So if I go back into the search bar here, am I looking for detective and mystery fiction, some popular mystery series right now? The titles of those are there. I just typed in mystery because it's really broad. We've got a lot of mystery items in a lot of different formats depending on the keyword there. But it defaults to show all the results from all the libraries in our library cooperative. I can click to have it just look at libraries in New Ulm. I can also click to look at just the items that are available for checkout right now. And I can also click to look at the items that are just available through our Libby ebook collection. On the left, you'll see this narrow your results, and there are a number of different ways we can do that. If I click on audience, I could look for books that are specifically designed for kids, for young adults, for general audiences, or more strictly adults, so I can adjust that now. available now at, and if I hit more, it will pull up a list of all the libraries in Traverse to Sioux, and so you could check where a particular library, what they have available. And then library branch also goes with that. So if I click on New Ulm Public Library, it'll restrict my results a little bit. And then we've got area of the library. And so we could look at, is it an adult fiction, is it an adult nonfiction, juvenile fiction, etc. And here again, fiction and nonfiction. So let's say we're looking for fiction. And next is format. So we can take a look at, is it a book? Is it a large print book? Is it a CD audiobook? Is it an ebook or an e-audiobook? If I click on the more, it'll bring up a full list here. So we've got large print, we've got some graphic novels, we've even got a Braille book. So there's many different options depending on what you search for. And so let's say this time I am looking for a large print book. Under language, I can select here. For my current search, there aren't any other language results, but there are quite a few libraries that have Spanish collections. Our Spanish collection is expanding as well. You can limit it by a particular author, and there's going to be a large list there for mystery, so we'll skip that. Publication date. So if you wanted to search for an older book, you could put from one particular year to another year, or if you wanted it just in the last year or the last 5 years, you can look for something that's more new. You can also check by publisher or if it's won an award. So if you're looking at mystery fiction, did it win an Edgar Award or something like that? You can also check how new is it within our system, not necessarily how long ago was it published, but when did it get in? So you can look at the things that have been added very recently. Again, there's that user rating. You can limit it by Libby and then subject headings as well. And so if we take a look at one of these, we've got The Mystery of Mrs. Christie here by Marie Benedict. And it gives us the author, the language, it shows us the cover. It tells us that this is the large print edition. If I click Show Editions, it will show me all the other editions that are available. And so here's the large print, and there's a different large print that's available from another library. If I click See All Copies, it will show me where. Right now, this green button right here on shelf tells me that it's on the shelf right now. It hasn't been checked out or put on hold, so it's available, like it says right there. It tells me what the call number is, so the little label that you find on the spine, what would be there. And I can click on More Info, and it will take me to the large page of the item. You can add it to a list if you're signed into your account. I'll show you how to access lists in a little bit here. You can also share it, so if there's a book that you are recommending to a book club or to a family member or friend, you can share it by email or through social media. It gives you a description of the book. It tells you how many pages there are and also the size of the book. It gives you the ISBN, so if you wanted to look at possibly purchasing the book yourself, you can look it up through publishers or on Amazon, things like that. Reviews from Goodreads, which is a site where a lot of people write reviews for books that they've read. Subject headings for it, so this tells you all the different search terms that might have brought people to this particular book. Under More Details, it gives you more publishing information and so forth. And so if I wanted to request this book, maybe I can't make it into the library today, I can click Place Hold, and since I'm not signed in, it will take me to the sign in page. And it brings up a little window where I'll enter my library barcode number and also my PIN or password. If you haven't created your password, it's default set to your last name, all lowercase letters. But I'll also show you how to change your password inside your account that you can manage online. And so I'm going to be using our book club library card here to get us signed in so we can see things. and I'll click continue. And since it brought up the sign in because I clicked on the place hold button, the first thing it does is gives me information about how I want my hold to be handled. So first I can pick where I'd like to pick it up. I can also check how I want to be notified. So here I've got my email address and the library's phone number here. If you want to receive messages by text message, you can set that up here in your account as well. And then if you just had one item you wanted to request, you could check this box here and submit hold request, and that would log you out immediately after making your hold request. So I'm going to hit close here, but now that we're signed in, you'll see it's got the name of our book discussion group up here. And so I'm going to click on the three bars here and click on the Your Account to take us to the general account page. So right now for our book club book card, we have one title checked out and one title on hold. On the left is the account menu and the account settings. So we'll go down through things one by one. So checked out titles here, you can see how many physical items you've checked out, whether that be books, audiobooks, DVDs, games, things from our library of things, as well as what you have checked out from Libby, titles that you have on hold, if there are any fees or fines associated with your card, if you lost a book and damaged, or if you had fines from checking out a book at a different library that still charges late fees. You can also click on the library card button here. If I click on that, it brings up the barcode. Now if you pull up the catalog on a mobile device, then you could log into your account and pull up the library card barcode here to scan it to check out at the library. Even if you forgot your library card, or you can't find it in your wallet or purse, you can use the catalog to bring it up. But we really recommend now that you use our new TDS on the go app available for Android and Apple. We'll be doing a tutorial for that in a while here, but you can bring up your library barcode by clicking on that library card. Recommended for you, if you click on that, this is based on titles that you rate. So if you check out items and then within the catalog you give it one of those star ratings, it will give you suggestions based upon the things that you've rated. So next is lists. Under lists here, you can create lists, and as you search for items within the catalog, you can add them to the list. So maybe you have a list of titles to share with a friend, or a list of ideas for Christmas presents, or a list of authors that you'd like to start a new series with, or cookbooks to prepare for a particular holiday. You can create lists and curate them within your account. You can keep track of your searches right here, and you can also delete them. You can save them so they'll stick around. Otherwise, they'll automatically disappear after a certain amount of time. And then there's reading history. We have lots of patrons that want to know if we can help them look up things that they've previously checked out. And that's not what we do, because we value your privacy, but you certainly can. But in order to do that, you have to activate your reading history function within your account. We can help you log in at the library to do that if you don't have a computer at home or are having trouble figuring it out. But hopefully this tutorial video will help you get there. Once you log in with your library card number and your password, then you can come down to reading history in your account and click Start Recording My Reading History. And then from that point on, you'll be able to keep track of all the things that you've checked out. So beneath your account, there are account settings. So if I click on Preferences, we're going to see a window that's very similar to what we saw when we went to place a hold on that mystery book. You can select where your home library is, your preferred pickup location, if you have alternate pickup locations that you would like listed for easy access, and you can update your preferences there. You can update your contact information, including email address, phone number, etc. Your hold notification preferences, again, just like that window we saw earlier. Linked accounts. So parents, if you have children that have cards, or guardians as well, you can connect their account to yours so that you'll be able to get notifications and know what they have out and when they're due, and help them be able to manage their materials and be responsible. You can also disable that on your account if you don't want your account to be connected to someone else. Okay, the next option is reset your PIN or password. So remember, it defaults to your last name, all lowercase letters. And so if you'd like to change it to something unique for yourself, you can put in that old password, put in a new one, re-enter it, and update it. And that will take care of it. If you forget your password, though, say you changed it to something and then you forget what it is, we can reset it for you at the library. So if you give us a call or stop by the library, we'll ask you to confirm details on your account, and then we can reset that back to your last name, all lowercase letters, so that you can log in and then change it again if you like. Okay, last we've got Libby Options. So for our online collection, the Libby app is available for Android and Apple devices as well as Amazon tablets. You can put down how you'd like to be notified for when a book you put on hold through the Libby app, so an ebook or an e-audiobook. You can receive a notification by email, and you can also default how long you want an item to be checked out for. Do you want it checked out for, the default is 21 days, but you can make it only for a week or for 14 days, depending on how quickly you read, or if someone else is wanting to access that material after you, you can do that. So I want to go into the checked out titles and the titles on hold for a little bit to show you some of the options there when you're looking at what you already have on your account. So if I click on that here, so checked out titles. So for our senior movie matinees that happen every Friday afternoon at 1 o'clock, I've got the movie checked out here. And it gives me some information as well as tells me when it's due and how many renewals are left on the item. DVDs by default don't automatically renew, so you have to renew them at the library or over the phone, but we can only do that for movies that are ours. If it's from a different library, you'd have to request it from them. You can also click you might also like, and it can give you suggestions of things that are similar based on keywords and such. If you have a lot of items out, remember you can have up to 50 items out on your card. You can organize them by the title, by the author, by the due date, either what's due first or what's due last, as well as the format. So if you want to organize them by books, movies, audiobooks, etc., you can do that. Okay, so that's it for checkout titles. You can also export it as a table to look at in Excel if you like. But if I go to titles on hold, so I've got our next movie for the senior movie matinees on there. And so we've requested an item. And from your hold menu, there are a few options that you can do. So first you can see if something is already ready for pickup up here. And you can also see things that you've requested and you're waiting for. You can cancel your hold. You can also change the pickup location. Look for other things while you wait for it to arrive. And then we have these options down here to freeze or thaw a hold. And what that means is you've requested a material, but maybe you don't need it right away. You can check the box and you can freeze that hold, and then it will make it available to the next person in line who has requested it, or hold it off for a specific amount of time. You can also thaw a hold, so if you're ready for it to be sent to you and to arrive, then you can click that thaw button to do it. Last, I'll show you how to log out. If you look up here at the top, there's the three bars for the menu. Click on that, and now there's a sign out button. And click that, and it will sign you out and take you back to the home page of the library's catalog. So that's a tour of the library's catalog, how to use the search function, as well as how to access your account and navigate through the menus there. We hope you enjoyed this, and if you have any questions, you're always welcome to stop into the library and see one of our staff members to help you with whatever you need. We'll see you next time.